Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another Greyhound Card Software video method. So today we're going to talk about a place method where we place 1 point on our first selection and 2 points on our second selection. Now as we go through the video there are a few things that we need to discuss about how we do it, whether it's worth doing both, the points and all that kind of thing. But let's start off by establishing what a point is in case you don't understand that part of it. So let's pretend for a moment that you have a £100 bank and you want to split that into 1 point. Well, the classic way of doing it is dividing it by 100. So 100 of a £100 bank is £1. So a 1 point stake would be £1 and a 2 point stake would be £2. Of course you can change that if you want, and you could divide it by 50 and make a point £2 and 2 points £4, that kind of thing. But I always like to play it safe when I'm starting off, and I think 100 or 1% of your bank is a good way to go. So it's £1 if you like on the first one and £2 on the second. And as you can see, these are the results. Now the 1 point on the first race has made 23 points, so it's not like it hasn't made anything, and in some ways that's not a bad bit of profit. I mean, it is over 245 days, so it's probably not a great return on investment. Neither of these are a massive return on investment, but then again we are on a place market and we are using 1% of the bank, so there are other things that you could probably do to increase the profit, but we're not going to talk about too much about that. What I've done is I've done a companion PDF to this video, and if you look at the description below this video, if you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a description below, and if you click show more, it will have the links to this spreadsheet, to the PDF and to the software, so you can have a look at all three of them if you want to do your own analysis or research, and the PDF goes into a few more other things as well that might be worth having a look at. So if we look at it in a little bit more detail, so let's have a look at January. So as you can see, we didn't make anything the first day. Second day we won on the first one but not on the second one. Third day we won on the first but not on the second, and it went down. And January was a really good month, not so much on this side, but profit on this side, but a good amount of profit on that side. The other thing to remember about this is that the losing days in a row, what I tend to talk about is days. So if both runners lose on a day, so like here, the most I've seen is really about 5 days in a row, and I can't remember what day that was in. I think it covered over two months, at the end of 1 month and into the second month, I think, something like that. But yeah, 222. So I'll go through. There was this month in April which wasn't too good, and you can see 4 losers there, 3 losers there, a few losers there, but that wasn't the whole day. The whole days there was 3 there and 4 there, and I think it went over into May, did it? Yeah, so 5, and there's another 1, 2, 3 there. But overall it doesn't have that many losing days. So if we split our bank into hundreds or 1%, then we actually have 33 losing possible days before we'd wipe out a bank. So that might be food for thought. And then obviously, we would be increasing our stakes at some time when we've made profit. Now the way I would probably run it is that every time I made profit, then I would up my stake in some way, whether that would be by 10% or calculate the bank again, that kind of thing. And then I'd stick to that stake until I was into profit again and keep doing that. So even over 1 month you could probably on a good month increase your stake by quite a bit just by following that kind of rule. But there are loads of different ideas for staking plans, and I'm sure if you've got any experience of using staking plans, as you look through the results you'll see that there's possibly opportunities to maybe do some kind of recovery staking and stuff like that, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. And if we go to September, which is when I'm recording this, we've already had four days. We've had 4 losers on the 1 point, but we've done well on the 2 point, and that's why a lot of people who see this say, well, why not just do the 2 points, or just do the 2 points as 1 point? And there's no argument against that at all. So let's go over to the cards, because there's a couple of other things I want to talk about when we go over there. So the way this works, if I change this back to the first, the way this works is that basically we look for the all ranking 1. This is the way the method works. So this is my special result sheet that allows me to go back over time. It's not a standard part of the Greyhound Card software. There is an upgrade path to it, but it's not standard. You do get the results from the day before, so you can log yesterday's results, but you can't go back like on this one. So please don't think that if you join the Greyhound Card software you'll get this type of result sheet. You do get it, but only going one day back. But if we have a look at the first race, so basically what we're doing is we're looking at this all column, and this all column is made up of the chance of winning, the ratings, and the score. So you can see there 1392 plus 0 is 1392 plus 3 is 1692. Okay, so what I do is then rank them from the highest to the lowest. So 1 is the highest, 2835, and 6 is the lowest, although that wasn't on runner, but that was the lowest. 5th was the one before that. And so we're going on the highest one because we think the highest has probably got a good chance of winning a race, or at least placing. And one of my customers does do this on wins only as well, so there might be an argument for that somewhere along the line. But 1 is our selection, and as you can see that it won on the place, so it was a P, which is a place, and you take 1 off that, and so it won half a point. And that was the first race. If we go to the second race of the day, then was that the second race? Yeah. Was that sorry, did I get that wrong? First race of the day. Yeah, first race and the second race again. Yeah, so basically half a point again, but as we're multiplying that by 2, that becomes 1 point. Now I want to talk about when you actually put these bets on, because I think there is no real answer to that. Now we've done it by putting on the bet on the first race and the second race of the day, but I actually don't think it will probably make that much difference over time, because there's no. Sometimes Greyhound races start at 8:12 in the morning, or very early in the morning. Sometimes they don't start till 11:15. So over that time, over those time scales, there's no reason why going on the first one at 8:12 will give me the same results as going on one at 11:15. So I don't think it would actually matter. I think what you need to do is just go in and play 2 races when you have a chance to do it. I really don't think, and it is something I'm going to test myself over time and started testing, but I really don't think that whether you're on the first or second race of the day, or the first and second race at 1 o'clock, or first and second race at 5, that it would make that much difference. I can't say for definite, but I just can't see why it would make a difference. I mean, what we're really dealing with is a rating that has a good chance of winning, and so whenever we use it, we've got a good chance of winning. And whether that's at 08:12 in the morning or 5 o'clock at night, I don't think that would actually change that much. Although personally I'm not over keen on the evening meetings, but I'm still sure that it probably wouldn't make that much difference. So, but I'm going to take it that the easiest way for us to do this is to take it from the first and second race of the day, because we know you can be on the first and second race of the day and copy our results. But if I started doing one at 11 o'clock and or one at 5 o'clock, or you might not be able to copy those results, because it would depend on when you can get in and that kind of thing. The idea would be to find your own results. You notice that there's 2 1s on here. Well, we're not going to use that one because or did I say in that? August. I may have. Let's have a look. First, I may have just used the lowest price, but I generally think if it's got 2 1s, they don't often come up, but I would tend to leave them right. So you see this race starts at 10:46. So let's go to the next one. So one again that didn't win, and I'm just going to go to the next one, just see what I've done, and that didn't win again. So it was going to be a losing day. Just for clarity, or just to have a look at this, that was an outside. What was I looking at? That was an outsider, and I'm still unsure about outsiders. They do come in every so often, and I haven't made up my mind whether they come in or not. I haven't really done the calculations to work out if they've come in enough to make it worthwhile, but I think they do. So although you're probably going to lose when you see a selection on the outsider, if they do come in, you can win a nice little bit of profit sometimes, and a lot more than 3.3 sometimes as well. So ignore the first race. On the second race we lost, the third race we lost, and the third race it came in, and that sometimes happens. So I'm only kind of telling you that just to show that these can often win. But I have seen 6 to 8 losers in a row on a day, but I've seen a lot of times when you can get, if you don't win on the second, you can win on the third or fourth. But that's something that you'd have to have a look at yourself. It's not part of this method. I just wanted to throw it out there as a possibility. So if we go to the third day, and we look at it again, so we've got one here, and it won at 0.8, and I think we probably put that on the spreadsheet, which is there. And we go to the next day, and the next race I should say, and again we won at 0.73, and you double that because you're using 2 points. So what's that? 1.43 points, which is 1.46 points, of course, which is there, and that was how that went. So basically that's it. You basically look for the first race of one, and then you go on the second race. Now, as I said, you could make a lot of arguments for only using the second race. I don't know, and I don't know why going on the first race makes so much less profit than going on the second race. It's just one of those weird things, but it's been playing out for many months, and over 245 selections now, and as we go into September, it's still showing some kind of profit. So I think that there is obviously something here, and I don't really know how to explain it. And so if your feelings are, well, it's a load of bullshit, that's fine. I wouldn't ever want you to bet on something that you don't understand or don't want to get involved in. But I just thought I'd show it because it's quite interesting, and I'm getting more and more emails from people who are trying it and finding it really quite good, and coming up with different ideas about it. Because I've not even looked at the type of races. I've not looked at other ratings like QRT1. We know that they often do well, QRT1s and QS1s. I haven't looked at the place ratings where there could be an argument for places, ones and places over 50% or something like that. I don't know. There could be a load of ways that you could improve the strike rate of this method and make it a more reasonable strike method, because there's more information about why you pick those runners. But for the time being, it's 1 point on the first race, 2 points on the second. If you lose, leave it for the day. Okay, as I said, the link to this, the link to the spreadsheet is in the description below, along with the link to the PDF. If you're a member already of Greyhound Race Cards, then it's in the members area, or it should be by now. All the information that you need. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel, and you'll see other videos as they become available. I don't do as many videos as I should do. I keep trying to get more and more into it, but just sometimes I just don't have the time to keep doing them, but I will keep trying. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.